so slow and still. Fading dream, a hazy blur, a whispered word. Soft laughter on a sunny afternoon. With the homies, everything's in tune. Everything's in tune.
Welcome back everyone to another episode of Cocktails with the Homies. My name is Daniel, I'll be your host. Today we're back again in Little Italy in a beautiful restaurant that, you know, just makes you feel like you're kind of outside enjoying the vibe. 100%.
Yes, sir.
D, if you want to introduce yourself, tell the people where you are. Thank you for being on, by the way, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being here.
That for sure.
Letting us in, opening the door.
I'm D'Angelo. I work here over at Coco Maya, bartend here. Helped open up this spot. In May, it'll be year 4, so.
My man.
Yeah, we've been rocking.
Hell yeah. Well, you know, let's start from the beginning of D'Angelo's path.
For sure.
How did you get started in the hospitality industry?
Yeah, man. It definitely just kind of fell in my lap, bro. I was playing college baseball at the time, and then had some transfer issues before I was gonna take off to a 4-year, and then so I ended up, getting a job busing. Got a job busing. Was in downtown Napa Valley.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, like I said, I got a job busing. Started there, was at a nice little casual fine dining restaurant, and then ended up going down the street to this cocktail bar and was just kicking it after a shift one day and just met these super cool dudes that were doing some geeky stuff with cocktails, and I was like, oh, like, this is dope. You know, I was sitting there, had like 3-4 cocktails for the night, and by the end of the night, they offered me a bar backing gig.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out my boy Jack Gillian. He works bar manager over at Azuki down the way.
Oh, cool.
We actually came down here around the same time, but he gave me that first gig, and I just soaked up everything that I can, ran with it, and what do you know? Next thing, the spot clears house, and I'm the last one left. So moved up and was bartending. Faked it till I made it. For a while, man. But just was learning and still had some things to get some experience with, but it definitely all came through, man.
That's what I love about this job, man. Like, it could be so spontaneous. Yeah. You could just be so good with your gift of gab, and
and just like that,
just like that,
boom, and it happens. Next thing you know, you're helping spots open, and it gets going.
That's awesome, man. I mean, that's like this industry just like finding the perfect mesh for you to like go into it. Right. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you don't hear that, you can't be a lawyer walking into a law firm, or
and just
chopping it up and then you get a job.
They get a gig at the end of the day, we'll start you here, you move you up, and like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Nah, I wish, but shit, bro, like this industry is so sick for that. Like, just you being able to be your true self and being able to make money off that is such a blessing in this regard. Like,
1,000% grateful and thankful for that, man.
100%.
I mean, you go around to these different spots, these different bars, restaurants, and you meet all these different personalities, and at the end of the day, like, they're all just good people, and want to help and take care of people, and
yes, sir.
It's full circle.
That's why I love San Diego, man. San Diego's so small in that regard, and it's just like, you can hit it off well with so many people and have so many options brought to you, because you level with people, and it's not the biggest city in the world. This isn't New York. It's like there's a lot of restaurants, but like not that many great restaurants, or like
I'd say it's like the biggest small city I know.
100%.
Like
keeps the community kind of helping each other keep that standard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like.
Because everybody knows everybody, we're all doing the same thing. So,
and it's just like this common appreciation for like hard work, I think, and like a good attitude towards all this shit. Because like, I feel like the city has the people weed themselves out, by just being so good and hustling. The people who don't want to do that just fall off, So I love that we kind of keep each other. I want to say like responsible, but that's not the word. It's just like accountable.
There
we go.
Yeah, accountable, like a togetherness. That holds everybody accountable. That's for sure.
Yeah. So this industry kind of like wraps you up in it. Do you do anything to keep yourself pushing outside of the bar industry? Are you Are you in it, or do you do something else to kind of like help you keep pushing professionally? Like,
yeah, I think that's just like a aspect of going after like life with a certain mentality to say, you know, like just wanting to do the best for yourself, you know, always like whatever you're in, you do it 100%, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think that's what kind of just like keeps me moving, just having that mindset of like just bettering yourself and doing your thing, you know?
Do you think this industry helps you push what you want to do professionally? Or like in a career-wise, rather?
I mean, for me, because I want to be an entrepreneur, really. Like, I run my own clothing brand on the side. So, for me...
oh, yeah, shout it out.
Oh, yeah, shout out. Misguided the label, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Misguided, hell yeah.
So, I've been doing that for a couple years and took a little year off, figure some things out, you know, get some things together. But that's definitely something that gives me balance, you know, and in terms of that, because, you know, you can do this and do it well, and also it gives you that ability to like invest in yourself and do other things. You 100%. Know what I mean? So I think that's what I really love about it too, just having that little bit of sort of freedom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that mindset, because a lot of bartenders, you know, me at some point being a victim to this, it's like we have a good thing and we don't really think about how we can reinvest into ourselves. You know, I for sure fell into the trap of like the party and like spending money as quick as I got it, and you know, not really thinking that. Like,
same here, bro. Don't get me wrong. Like that came later for me. You know what I mean? And definitely like just, you know, stepping back and taking a bird's eye view at yourself and what you want, you know, in a whole. So, no, I definitely feel you on that though, man. Getting stuck in that loop of just like, you know, going out after work, you have a couple drinks,
drinks into
more. You know the routine, bro.
Then there's afters.
Yeah,
and then there's all this,
exactly.
And you know, like, it's a slippery slope, because you find a brand ambassador, homie, and it's just like they're already buying the drinks, so it's like,
right, so,
it'd be rude.
How can I say no, bro? How can I say no?
Yeah, mama didn't raise no rude person. Like, of course I'll have a drink.
1,000%.
But I really wish I had someone in my 20s kind of like helping me push that narrative of like, yo, I know you're 20 and you're loving it now, but think about your 30s, think about your 40s. You know, like, it's not hard to put a 50 away every week.
Right.
You know, and that 50 compounds, and compounding interest is your best friend. And you know, I really wish that someone kind of like was able to push me in that way. And you know, maybe I did have people, but like being in that mentality, it's hard.
Yeah, but it's, you know, it's easy. You could have people tell you this, right? But like without that right guidance on like that financial literacy and like being able to understand and invest in yourself, right? Like you gotta kind of have that guiding hand, or else you really don't know. You know what I'm saying? And you're kind of figuring it out on your own.
100%.
So yeah, agreed on that, bro.
Well, that's dope, man. I really appreciate seeing someone take an entrepreneurial step on the side and having it kind of complement each other.
Yeah,
you know, because like a lot of people have a really hard time with like having their career job and bartending job, and it's just like one doesn't complement, and that's really hard because one makes more money, and it's like not easy, but like if you're good at it, you crush it.
Yeah,
right.
And it's fun. Like half the time, you know, you're just chilling.
Yeah,
I mean, like you're getting crushed sometimes, but like you're still hanging out, like, you know, with people drinking and having fun, good times. There's music, you know. That's how that goes. That circle of it.
I mean, I think that's the perspective you need to have here. Some people think of it like a 9 to 5, and I'm like, if you want to think of it that way, but you could honestly just be kicking it with the homies, because all the regulars show up.
You know
exactly
what I mean?
What it is. Just all your homies at the end of the day.
It's like you guys are just kicking it, like just in an establishment that you work at.
That's one of my favorite parts about that, bro. Like, you just like at one day, like you could be having the worst fucking day outside of this. You come to work, 7 homies pull up to the bar, and then it's just a fucking
good vibes.
Party.
Like, yeah, you're chilling, you know? Hell yeah.
Big chilling. You throw some games on if you have a TV at your bar.
Right, exactly, like, bro. Yeah, we get the fights on in here sometimes, you know what I mean? So we could have a little time in here, no doubt.
Yeah, man. I'm super grateful that an industry like this is able to kind of provide that environment, you know? Especially Coco Maya. If you've never been before, Coco Maya is just like, it's a vibe. It's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a good job.
It has a good time.
Yeah. At night definitely gets up in here DJs on the weekends. So
okay, yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Friday and Saturday night.
And I mean, I just learned today you guys are open at 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30, man. Brunch 7 days a week.
My man.
Yep,
bright and early.
Bright and early. Up and at 'em, man. You know,
yeah.
I mean, you got spots that are running around the blocks here at that hour. So you're kind of sleeping on it if you don't. You know,
for
what
sure.
I mean?
So, a lot of traffic, a lot of tourism.
Yeah, man.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Right, airport's right here. People just on the way out, stop and get food all the time. Coming in with bags, you know what I mean?
Fuck that new part of the airport. Come have a drink here before you go over there.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Don't get that $18 airport beer. Come here, here.
Nah. Have a shot and a beer with my boy D.
Let's go.
So it seems like you're pretty enveloped in like your entrepreneurial life, your bartending life. How do you find a way to kind of cut off from all of that? Because you know, I think this industry in particular is a little hard because food is like you can always enjoy. You can always enjoy a drink. Mm-hmm. Do you do anything in particular to kind of like put a hard barrier to that and like get away?
Yeah, for me, man, like I said that earlier, I played college ball, man. So like just that like aspect of like getting active and competing is definitely something that like you said, cuts off that work mode for me. You know what I mean? So, I actually play competitive paintball up north.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, I've been doing that for a couple of years, man. So, man, going out there with the boys like on Sunday all day, just going and shooting people with paint. Yeah, you don't get much better than that for me.
Good stress relief right there.
I mean, that doesn't sound like everybody's ideal day of fun. You know what I mean? Go get shot with some paint, but. For me, that's my thing right there. Go out there.
Dope. I love paintball.
Everything shuts off for those hours that I'm out there. So
I mean, shit, you're out there in the thick of it. You don't want to get hit. Them shits hurt.
Oh yeah, that adrenaline's running, so you'll be all right. But
yeah, man,
they sting a little later for sure.
Well, that's a pretty solid disconnect. Plus, you can't answer your phone when you're getting shot at. Like
yeah, exactly. When I'm running around,
out of office,
diving in the ground and stuff. Yeah,
that's funny. I can see that being a really kind of good way to get away.
Yeah, man. I feel like especially with this industry, man, everybody needs that little something that you just go do, and it just disconnects you because this industry can be taxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drains your battery. You're talking to people a lot, right? And then on your days off, people usually just want to disassociate and just chill in bed, watch Netflix. Not really. Some people will be able to go out still after having a long week of shifts, but for most people, power to them. But for most people, you just want to crash out and chill. So I think you definitely just need that something to go do, man, and just forget about it for a while.
I mean, it's a necessity.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
But as important as it is to have your kind of like body feel that disconnect and relaxation, what do you do mentally? Because I think as important as physically relaxing, I think you need to have a mental day off because this industry's it can be toxic, and not even in like
if you let it be though, it can get you. It can get you.
And we're just, this industry is just so victim to a lot of mental issues and like it's just it is what it is. I can count more than a couple hands of homies I've lost to like that kind of negative aspect of all of this. What do you do mentally to kind of keep yourself fortified and like pushing and strong and like able to carry the party? Because honestly, it's a lot. It's a long party. It's a long party. It sounds fun on one regard, but if you let it get away and you let that train go,
it'll drain you. Yeah,
it'll get you.
For me, man, like, it's just staying active, bro. Like being in the gym, like that is something for me that definitely like just helps so much, bro. Like just getting a workout in, like 45 minutes, an hour and a half of your day. It's not that much in the percentage wise of how much day you got, but you do that and like your body and your mind will thank you, bro. Like it definitely keeps you, like even if you're not even into weightlifting, like do some yoga, like do some stretching, like get an app that you do stretches and it puts you through a stretch routine, like that stuff where you just like slow down and connect mind to body, man. It's like that's something you can't you can't forget about. You got to do that thing for sure.
100%. I even get that notice on my watch. You need to breathe in the middle of service. And I think that's like,
you need
that's
to breathe.
that's the
I
one
think
thing
that's real though,
bro.
man.
You need to breathe.
I think everybody's been there where you're just getting crushed in a rush, and then like you take a sip of water and you're like, oh shit!
I
like,
needed that.
How long was that I didn't like breathe or drink water?
Straight up. Thank God I got my watch.
breathe reminder is crazy, bro.
Like, all right, I'm trying. You know, I think it's really unique how you got into this industry, you know, just by being your true self. Do you have any pointers that could help people do that? You know, maybe someone's not as gifted as like the gift of Gab, but is there any pointers that you can give outside of that would help someone kind of break into this industry?
Even with how it happened for me, right? Like just being around it, you know, you go to some of these spots, like if you enjoy food, you enjoy drinks, like go check out these spots, you know, and go hang around, talk to, like, obviously when it's not in a rush, talk to the bartenders, you know, like if it's an open kitchen, say what's up to the chefs, you know, whichever way you may vary, like, and yeah, like I don't think you gotta be like super gifted in the yab to just be a cool, genuine person, you know what I mean, and ask some questions, and somebody's gonna connect with somebody, and always, you know. Yeah,
so immerse yourself into it all, right? Just dive head first.
Yeah, get into it if that's something you're thinking about, and you have the ability to at least talk to people. You know,
you have to have this.
You gotta have some ability to talk to some people, but yeah, as long as you have that, man, just go connect with people.
Fuck yeah, man. I think that's a wise sentiment, to just lose yourself in it to find out what you want from it.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's wholesome kind of understanding of what you're doing and like what you want to achieve, and like the mindset you need to have going out there. Because you have like this whole entrepreneurial spirit, I'm sure you have a practice that helps you understand and push the business, or like your understanding of the business behind the bar. Is there a practice that you follow to help you understand kind of like the bar workings? For like, let's say you're a bartender and you're just like, maybe I want to bar manage, right? Or maybe I want to start creating cocktails. Like, is there kind of a process that you kind of go through for that?
Just soaking it all up, bro. Like I knew, like when I first got into the, you know, bar, behind the bar, and as a bar back, I knew I wanted to bartend for, you know. Okay. So I knew that just taking all those things that I was learning and I was around, you know what I mean, around these good people that are making great cocktails and, you know, running programs, just learning all that stuff and really, really holding on to it and just waiting on your chance, because then it's gonna come, you know.
Sure.
Because I didn't mention this earlier, but I was bar lead at Azuki Sushi down the way when Jack went over and took over the program. So from there, that was another process for me in learning, you know, how to do inventory and, you know, all those things that, you know, managers do besides the much paperwork that comes on the other side of actually being a manager, you know. So just those duties to hold, and then that's a collective process of learning those things, and just like I said, waiting on your moment to use them and utilize it.
You've started diving into making cocktails.
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience, kind of like putting yourself out there in competitions.
Yeah, man. That's a little different. Yeah, that's definitely a different one for sure. My first competition ever was actually absolute espresso martini speed competition. Oh, cool. So I think I got my feet wet in the competition world a little differently, rather than, you know, getting thrown in and making cocktails. But you know, when you're doing a competition, you're on show for sure. So, you know, you definitely have a little different demeanor when it comes to that. But like I said, with the speed one, I felt like that was a good first in for me, you know, just to have that aspect of, you know, doing something for the judges, having them watch you, you know, because that process, it's a little, can make you a little shaky if you haven't done it before, you know?
100%.
So, that's where I was at with that one.
I appreciate that in competitions, a lot of bartenders start to understand that you're you're a brand.
Yeah.
You can become a brand.
Yeah.
You can become a persona, and we've been seeing a huge spike in that in the past couple of years of like bartenders having like whole brands, like an identity, and like you know, and it really, I feel like they really push people to understand that you're an asset. Yeah. You're not just labor.
Yeah.
You know, like
1000%.
You're creative. You're creative, right? So I love that it kind of like it takes you out of this 9-to-5 mentality of being a bartender, and you're just like, oh well, like there's a whole world outside of like the restaurant I bartend at.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah, I thought that part was super cool, man, because you know, like I said, you're on show, and you get to showcase yourself and, you know, show who you are through creating your art and your cocktail. You know what I mean? I think that's awesome. And yeah, shout out to Bree here, our beverage director for all our South Ops locations. She does an amazing job, man, but she definitely like helped push me into doing that, you know, and she throws me into these competitions, shoots me a text like, hey, this one's coming up, I'm gonna put you in. I'm like, all right, well, let's do it, you know. And
good,
it's fun, man.
Hell yeah.
You get to showcase yourself and really put on for your place of work, and also yourself, like you said, build your own brand, you know.
Yeah, man. Cool. That lends to the type of people here at Coco Maya, my dude. Like I was just talking about this with Rob, another like interview a couple weeks ago, that your best mentor should be the one trying to like catapult you, put you forward.
Agreed.
You know, I hearing that, I appreciate the people here even more so, because you know, it lends to the soul that you have behind this bar, you know?
Yep.
In that spirit, what do you have like a practice that kind of helps you push that creativity and like helping you kind of like match flavors or like textures, man, and whatever, just kind of like pulling it all?
I'm a foodie.
Man.
I'm a foodie, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Love going to eat good eats, bro, for sure.
Sir.
So I think that definitely ties into it, you know, and like seeing different plates and, you know, things that go together, and then just pulling that and using it, right? Like it's in the kitchen, that's our kitchen, you know, same thing. Sure. So you can use those different things, and I definitely allow that to be you know, like a catalyst for creativity, and when it comes to creating.
That's a great bridge to make from like an already stereotypical like front of house, back of house.
Yeah.
But you know, you kind of talk about it in a way where this is as influential, the back rather, is as influential to your creativity as just liquids in the front.
1000%.
My man.
1000%. Yeah, like that, like, and even to go get a boba one time or something, you know, like look at their drinks, the teas that they're doing, like what do they put in together, you know, everything.
I saw chocolate and cheese,
bro.
You say that, I just saw it yesterday. I was like, chocolate and cheese.
Exactly, like try it, bro. See what you can do, you know, like so I definitely try to let any outside thing be some inspiration for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. You just have this way about living your life, huh, yeah, bro?
You just gotta go with it and roll with it, man.
My man, I appreciate that, dude. That's a really cool mentality to kind of move through this life, because this industry can afford that and can like, you know, it feeds off of that kind of vibe. So that's cool that you kind of like look at it that way. You know, not a lot of people do. So I appreciate that kind of like.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Go with the flow, man. Like it's cool. Do you have any particular like books or any people in particular that you pull a lot of creativity from or like get a lot of inspiration from? And it doesn't even have to be chefs or anything. Like, you know, I've heard architects, artists, anything.
Obviously, I've read all the, you know, basic bar books that all your other OG bartenders tell you to read when you come into the bar.
Don't even talk to me. Read
this
first.
Bro, it just like segues and like you just pass it down. You know, you just get the next book.
That beat up me hands bar Bible. Like, fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like one of the new bartenders that we have. Well, he just got promoted from barback. I seen Death and Co in the back with this sticky note and his name on it, you know, like it's just funny because that always is how that transgression works, you know, with that. So when it comes to that, books, like just those normal bar books that you get passed down from all the homies, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Just the good old knowledge, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I love it. And you know, again, that speaks to the staff you got here, my man. Like,
yeah, bro.
Y'all always looking out for each other.
Man.
That's a special bar, dude.
That is one
special bar.
thing that I will say, man. This group of people here, like, dude, we're all in it together. You know, we rock with each other for sure. Like we're homies outside of this. You know what I mean? Like some of us probably gonna go to the Padres game here this week, like and go kick it, and we all do that outside of work. You know, so it's cool when you can have those connections with the people you work with.
Yeah, man.
Because you spend a lot of time here. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of time here. Yeah, but we got great leaders, man. Shout out to Teresa, the GM up here right now, and Casey, bar manager. And like I said, shout out Bree, and all the higher ups that they do a good job, man. And they lead by example, bro. And then
as they should, and that's awesome, man. Like I said, it's not every day that you're able to work in a bar where not only can the guests be your homies, but the bartenders are your homies.
Yeah,
and it's
bro.
like I'm sure you guys find this flow state at some point, getting rocked, and you're just like vibing.
We're just chilling, yeah,
vibing.
We're having a good time. Y'all having a good time. We gonna make it happen, you know.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, you know, I'm excited to come back and try a late night one night. Because
anytime, I got you.
The way y'all paint it sounds like a fucking good time.
Yeah, bro. Come every night. I'll do the same over there. I'll come check you out. And
please come to Kettner whenever, bro. Yeah. I won't make your cocktail, but
yeah, it's all good.
I promise it'll be good. Like they're good over there. It's a good group. It's just along the same route too. Like a lot of them are friends, and you know, it's just a good vibe. Always a good vibe on this block, man. It's hard to not find a good vibe on this block. I think in the past couple of years, this block has developed a lot.
It has, man. And literally's got a good block, man. Literally, they got a good block.
Yeah, sure. Man. Like, you got fucking Shane at Good Enough. Stones thrown away. Like,
love all the homies over there at Good Enough, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you, D, for having us here, my man. Opening up, telling us a little bit about your story.
Thank you for having me, man. Really
of course, bro. You know, hearing
been waiting on this for a little bit. We talked about it a while ago back at when you were in North Park.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. It's been coming. It's been on its way, but you know, we finally made it here. We finally got a chance to talk about this and have you open up and tell us about your story. And you know, I hope this helps people, and I hope some people see this and like maybe don't take this so stressful, because cool, calm, and collected is like a good way to go in this industry. And like just
there's already enough stress as it is in the industry, and you know, it's fast.
In this world, this is like
fast and it's draining. As many times as you could take a moment and just slow yourself down, you know, you got to make sure to try to do that.
Well, I'm gonna take a little piece of that wisdom and go slow down right after.
Yeah, my guy,
my boy. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Cheers, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Have a sip of this drink. I didn't drink this at all.